I thought 2026 would be the year everything changed. A new year usually means fresh starts, new habits, new goals, new hope. But the truth is, I still found myself stuck in the same situation. For 3.5 years, I've been praying for an answer from God, and nothing was changing. To be completely honest, I am tired of waiting. Some weeks I feel hopeful, hoping maybe something is going to change. But the reality is, I would always find myself back in the same routine, same life, and same situation. It felt like I was on a roller coaster ride that I couldn't get off from, riding the highs and the lows. And eventually, I reached my limit. I wanted to give up, and I wanted to quit. I was struggling to see God in this season of waiting, and I struggled to trust Him because nothing was changing. I felt like I was stuck in the same situation, in the same cycle year by year. And I began to contemplate Him. I began to doubt whether He sees me and hears my prayers. I just remember crying out to Him, "Lord, how long? How can I trust You when nothing is changing?" But in this deep anger and frustration, this is where the Lord met me, and the Holy Spirit reminded me of a verse that I thought I understood. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Then he said, "Read it again." So I did. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Then suddenly, one part stood out more. Lean not on your own understanding. God convicted me of my need to understand everything and the fact that I've relied too much on my own logic. I realized that I often trust God only when it makes sense to me. I was trying to fit God into my own plans. I was trying to fit God into my own ways of thinking. And honestly, I wrestled with this verse to trust God with all of my heart. And as I was wrestling, I was asking Him, "Lord, how do I do this?" But then the Lord revealed another truth. A truth that not only unlocked something inside of me, but brought so much peace into my heart. He said, "My thoughts are not your thoughts." And I knew that verse sounded familiar, and so I started flipping through my Bible, pages after pages, trying to find my previous highlighted verse, and I found it. Isaiah 55 verses 8 through 9. "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Maybe you can relate to me. Sometimes we like to believe that our own thinking and our own plans are the best, but it's far from the truth. And so if you're in a season of waiting, feeling frustrated, or feeling stuck, maybe the answer isn't trying to understand, but to learn to let go, to surrender, and to trust Him. And I know it's easier said than done. But what I've learned from my experience is this. When we feel like nothing is happening, that doesn't mean that God is absent. It's in the season of waiting that God is renewing our minds, building up our character, and transforming our hearts. He is present in the waiting, and He is working. Because the thing that He's really working on is not our situation, but our hearts. And our heart matters more than the outcome.